Hi, I'm Rick Harsch, teaching my master class in fiction writing. You can skip this ad in 3 days. Today's master class is on self-worth. In particular, a writer's self-worth. Now, the key word in self-worth is self. And if it's not, it's worth. 50-50 chance. I'm doing this. I have an abundance of self-worth. There's another one. There's maggots coming out of my skull. I don't know why. Probably because I'm selling Skulls of Istria, just fresh off the press from Corona Samizdat. How do you like that, huh? Yeah. So a lot about skulls in here. And look at the new. That fresco is from a church about a 20-minute drive from where I live. It's a church that's fortified against the Turk. I wish I'd have been a Turk back then, because the wall is like nine feet high, and they'd be like, let's leave this place alone. There must be nothing important in there, because it's so easy to scale it, and it's small town and all that. Oh, what the hell? Let's rape the women, kill the babies, and torture the men, and then tell them it really wasn't worth our time. Anyway, that would make people feel unworthy, wouldn't it? It's kind of like being a writer, the Turks. I feel maybe people who don't appreciate great fiction are like the Ottomans, passing through Slovenia, saying, it's not worth stopping here. In fact, yesterday I was at a bar with a good friend of mine who's staying with me, and he bought this book for 10 euros, would not pay postage, refused to pay postage, even though I had to hand it to him across the table. And, well, he had it in his bag, and we were at a bar with a mutual friend and then two people I had just met. And at one point, Ivo, my friend, pulled out the book and, to talk about me and that I was a writer and all of that. And the guy he handed it to just handed it to the woman next to him, like, here. And he happened to open it to a page, and she started mockingly reading it, and they were laughing, and and then they quickly passed it back. No interest in me, no interest in the book. And, I was just sitting there watching this, and I have self-worth. I don't have a problem with self-worth. Probably when you have maggots poking through your... Jesus! I don't know if you can see them. Their heads pop out. I'm very hyper-vigilant. I'm very hyper-vigilant and very redundant. And so when the maggots come out, a lot of them are in the beard. I got to get them back in the face. There's no way to pull them all out, So when you have a condition like that, you might as well just have some self-worth anyway. What the hell difference does it make? So, writers, be strong, be strong. Do not think that this is an ad for Skulls of Istria. Skulls of Istria, introduction by Claire Vassallo, who studied under Umberto Eco. Afterward by Chris Villa, one of the leading up-and-coming reviewers in the United States. And there's a preface by Klaus Hauser, a fan from Stuttgart. And there's also a drawing by my ex-wife. Now, of course, this book was published by Riverboat, but you know what that means. means I'll tell you one instance. The son of a bitch, he a guy who ordered his own Mad Patagonian. This is Peter Damian Bellis. Somebody ordered his four people at least, we don't know how many, ordered the Mad Patagonian in February, but it was out of print, but he took the money anyway. Well, one of the guys eventually contacted me, and I contacted him, and he contacted the guy and offered him some free books. One of them was my old copy of Skulls of Istria. This was in April. And I was written recently by this fellow saying he never got anything. Riverboat Books. Take your chances. It's all a lottery. And they're maggot. Okay, sorry. I'm not calling you a maggot. I have a maggot. You know, in fact, I'll tell you what. If you write me and say that you're disturbed by this video, I swear the next master class will be taught by my ass, unless we discover things appearing down there in the meantime. But what I'm trying to say about self-worth is that you better get it yourself. You have to have self-worth without any reliance on the externals, because you may not get it. You'll probably have a few friends here and there, as I do, who appreciate my work, like my work, love my work, but you know, there aren't enough of them to make me rich. There aren't enough of them to make me rent. And I just happen to feel that what I'm doing is worth... Hold on a second. Nose maggot. Anyway, I feel I have enough self-worth to keep writing. And, you know, then sometimes it's not just the self-worth. There is one external thing. When you actually get a book like this with a beautiful Dance of Death fresco on it, how can you feel bad about life or anything else? You know, I'm not going to sell enough of these, maybe even to pay for the Corona Samizdat version. I don't know. But I don't care. I have self-worth. I don't know where you're going to get it if you don't have it. And especially if you have maggot problems like I do. But remember, self-worth is a self-created phenomenon. Do not let the anti-writing, you know, what am I doing with my hand? I don't know. Anyway, here's what I should be doing with my hand. Yeah, not trying to sell you the book. It's 10 euros. It's not so bad. I mean, you know, and it's highly praised. But have some work towards eliminating the external from the self-worth. I don't normally like to tell writers what to do, but this is a very general. It has nothing to do with how to write. The craft of writing. It's not a fucking craft. It's not a fucking craft. It's writing. It's an art. It's an event. It's a thing. I don't know, but it ain't a fucking craft. You know? We're not carpenters. Carpentry is a craft. Writing is an art. One that can feed your self-worth, or at least prevent your self-worth from committing suicide. But there's nothing that can stop one thing. If you've got skull maggots, they're gonna pop up in your beard, and you know, there's not much you can do about it. This is Rick Harsch. I'll be back tomorrow, probably to find some other way to talk about something and try to sell this book. Bye. Call me maggot face. I don't care. I have self-worth. Yeah.